So in the past month, Aiden himself has been very disgruntled with the situation in Kick, making his group SSB boycott the streaming platform as a whole. And during that time, Kick reached its lowest watch time hour since January 2023. Then this past Saturday, Aiden made an official statement saying he will be stepping away from Twitch and trying to become instantated with Twitch. He says, I will be making reinstated. My bad. You know, Cruz typed this. Come on now, brother.
Oh, yeah. So he typed it, but you read. But
he said, you know, I can't. When somebody types, I can't read that shit. He said, I will be making a full video on why I am leaving Kick indefinitely. I am stepping down officially, and I will be going into detail about this week. I will tell you all everything. With that being said, I'm going to fully focus on being reinstated on Twitch.
That is
Rage
that's
left
very
too.
tough.
I don't know if
now I was about to say that he's not the only one that left. Your Rage left too. Your Rage said comments. I felt like I was a sellout. They still hadn't paid me the money that they owe me. And then on his first stream back, he peaked at like 130,000 viewers, which would be a record.
130K on the comebacks.
130K. Hey, what the f- that?
I think the rest of the FaZe guys rated him too, but
I
he
don't
maintained
care.
he maintained like 80, 90K though, which is still crazy.
Still crazy.
Super crazy. Hey man, listen. Let me just say, as the guy that was gonna wave that green flag for a little, thank y'all for telling me to burn it, because man, it's sticky over there. Very sticky over there. It's bad. They lost 8 in the Rage. I want to say the same day, same night, same moment. I'm not gonna lie. Me personally, again, as a person that seen a future for Kick, the internet ruined it. Niggas do what they always do. And I'm not saying niggas is in black people. I'm saying niggas is in motherfuckers on the internet that heard no TOS and decided, bet, no TOS. And ruined it. Motherfuckers ruin everything. There's a reason why certain things are implemented and put in place, and there's a reason why certain institutions are ran for so long with these strict limitations, or what's supposed to be strict limitations on certain things. RIP Kick. Everybody can't be a big dog, man. Some niggas gotta be a little pup.
But even that point right there, like I still think that falls on Kick, because for them to collaborate with Aiden, also give him ownership. But then for Aiden on his first week to say this is a platform with no TOS and to not crack down on it harder initially, because I don't know if y'all remember that first week, Aiden's first stream, he streamed the Super Bowl, like no ads, no nothing. You could just watch the Super Bowl there. He also showed porn to his audience, like in that first week, and then from that, like the whole notion of this platform being not a platform with no TOS where you can get your shit off, you won't get banned. Kick didn't really take a hard stance on, Aiden fucked up. This is not what this is. We are trying to become Twitch, but better. We're trying to come up with a better TOS than Twitch, but this is not a TOS-less platform, and you can now get your edgy shit off here. But they didn't. They let that shit fly, and I think ultimately they set out to be a platform that was supposed to be Twitch, but better. It's supposed to be a product better than Twitch. But 2-3 years later, they just aren't in any area outside of the 95-5 split and having no ads. And that even goes into like, monetization. And I do like they don't have a better monetization than other platforms. I do think there's ads on other platforms for a reason, so that you can make more money. They're not just doing it willy-nilly. They just didn't come up with a better product at the end of the day. All these streamers benefit streaming on other platforms because of that. And also because of the fact that these are more established platforms with larger followings, they get higher viewership on there. So big example is Rage. 130K, his first fucking stream is crazy. All of his friends are on Twitch as well. So you can, get that community feeling going, get them raids going. You can't do that on Kick because no one's on fucking Kick. So yeah, no, Kick cooked itself. Kick cooked itself at the end of the day.
We could talk about marketing just in terms of that. We could talk about, as you mentioned, the fact that it always felt like it was a hassle to get kicked. We could talk about other people not being on Kick enough, all these other things, Japanese or whatever. End of the day, for me, and we talked about keeping it simple in this podcast. We talked about first impressions on this podcast. The reason I knew when Damo was waving the Kick flag, and I myself even tried to fire up a stream or two on Kick, and I was like, yeah, this is not going to be for me, at least, because the way that what they were comfortable being seen as was itself in a red flag. Like, they were cool being seen as the red flag, and I was like, gang, that's not, if it's sustainable, power to you, but it's going to come down for some people. It's going to make you not want to be that person off of your own moralities and principles because of what that platform is seen as. Your image matters. Yes, to an individual, if your grandma chat has told you, baby, go to sleep, being the best you, yap, cool. That's probably good advice from an individual confidence perspective. However, my boss, hell no, that nigga better think I'm the smartest motherfucker in the world. And this is like, when Kick, you're a business, you definitely don't want your clientele thinking that you're just controversial, and you're just anything can done and will be done because we're Kick, but in exchange we'll pay you. Gang, I'm not saying I fully understand Kick, but that's how it was perceived. They know it's perceived that way. They did not care. I'm not surprised.
I feel like they were, and this is where, men be going wrong in dating. They did one of the like cardinal sins of leading with money. Think about it. The things that they did in order to draw people to create content on there, for sure the claims of the TOS being looser was there, but they led with money. Like that was it. It was the idea about leading with money from both the big creators who are signing these big deal contracts, and then also the just the smaller creators, the 95-5 split, the whole
hourly
incentive, hourly, the hourly program or whatever. But at the end of the day, and I think that this exists for any social media website, because then this is a question that I have for y'all. But at the end of the day, like, that's not something that's sustainable. And I was saying that for a long time, and people were like, I don't know, it's a gambling company. It's a gambling company. No, they're throwing a lot of money trying to make this thing work. They're throwing a lot of money trying to make this thing work. And even outside of that, there still needs to be more to it. Because we've seen these kids say, one, I can get money from somewhere else, and two, I still value being cool and friends and all this other stuff anywhere else. I want to ask y'all, because we haven't seen a social media platform pop up in a minute now. TikTok was the last one. But even TikTok is like a spin of it's not like Triller wasn't popular. Triller was popular before this. TikTok just took it to another level. What would it take? Because I see like attempts at Blue Sky and Truth Social and all that stuff. What would it take for the next big social media platform to pop out? Because that's another thing that Kick did not do. They didn't innovate or add anything new. They didn't even implement some of the old stuff. But so what do y'all think it would take for the next big social media platform to pop off?
Contrary, different from popular beliefs of this topic thus far, but I think Kick fumbled. I think Kick, low key was on the path. First of all, come with the dollars, 100%. You need to get that initial pop.
You got to start with money. Like that's the going forward. Your promise is you can make money on this platform.
That was just one of the things. But yeah, you probably, to beat Twitch, you're gonna
no. Well, let me say, not to beat Twitch, to just become because I think what you're saying is valid. Because now on every social media platform, you can make money on Insta. You can make money on Facebook. You can make money on Twitter.
And we're talking about just
so if somebody was like, we're in the war room right now. All right, we got to make another social media app. What does that app have to look like in order to be the next social media?
Oh, you're asking something.
Shit, if we can answer this question.
I'm about to say,
it sounds like
I'm saying this is not a
fuck up.
Yeah, let's talk post pod. What the fuck?
What the hell?
Well, no, I know. I mean, I was going to say money. There has to be an incentive for people to be able to either make money immediately, or there is a promise of being put in a class of people to make money, because social media isn't just seen as this thing for fun anymore. It's a business for a lot of people.
Damn. Here we go. I thought he choked on IC again.
Pause.
Jesus Christ. No, I sneezed. But no, there needs to be, everyone's looking at social media as a business. It's a side hustle at this point. So people want a monetary like promise or something. So for me, I would think either out the gate, I don't know how you're going to have a social media platform where it's just monetizable right off rip. But if there is, say you're about to launch this app, if you can take, and I'm gonna just throw a number out there, $600,000. You have this pool of $600,000, and you can tell people, yeah, you get on this app. If you can hit XYZ status and meet these qualifications, you'll be a part of the first program of people to get paid, and they'll get paid out of that pool of $600,000. I think you on a good start right there.
I think you gotta have certain content on that app that can only be found on that app. And I'm not just talking about like long form, like it has to be a new content medium. The same way TikTok was a vertical video that you could scroll. The same way Snapchat was a picture that you sent that disappears in 10 seconds. I think it has to be something like that. Now, what that looks like, I don't fucking know. But I think that has to be the crux of it. You need to come up with a different content medium that is going to be extremely hard to replicate, because I think that's what TikTok had. It's a dedicated app for this shit, and YouTube has tried to implement it. Instagram has tried to implement it, but it's still like this app, or it's still a section within the app that's shoved within the bigger app that they have. Like TikTok is a dedicated app. I think that's the difference with Twitch and YouTube too. Like live streaming is a part of YouTube. Twitch is live streaming. So there has to be that factor into it. But also, to all y'all points, I think you can lead with money. You just have to set up the infrastructure so that once the training wheels fall off, you can still grow on that platform. I think that's the one thing that Kick missed, is because once you take off that contract, what now I gotta look. All right, I can go to Kick, I can go to Twitch. Which platform am I gonna make more money on without that contract? 9 times out of 10 for a lot of these streamers, it was Twitch. So I think for a lot of these apps, if you were to make an app, you can lead off with a creator fund. You can buy people off and all these different things, but a plan has to be set so that once the deal is up, they still feel comfortable streaming on the platform outside of that deal.
But see that's the problem with leading with money, is that once the money stops, 98% of the time, 99% of the time, your value no longer exists, and there's no way that your value can be made to supersede the money when you lead with money. I actually think, contrary to what y'all are saying, and now that I'm thinking about it, it's funny because there has been no platform. It hasn't really been a big platform to really pop off. Even when these other already established platforms try to create different subsections of their own platform, it still doesn't even work. Think about it. YouTube has done live streaming and YouTube has done shorts. They're already succeeding in the sphere of video content, and they cannot make it work to the level for either shorts or live streaming. Same thing with Instagram. Instagram is fine, it's big, whatever. They cannot make threads work to the same exact level. I actually think the thing that you would need to do, and it's easier said than done, create a social currency that supersedes everything and makes people feel as if like, yo, it's important to be on this app more than any other app. Now, and that's where I think that some of these that what you're getting on this app is exclusive. And then you can kind of bring in money or whatever the case may be. Because even before Elon, no matter what, people would not transition off of Twitter. Money, it didn't even matter. And I think even if Elon didn't come into Twitter, I still think we would definitely 100% be on Twitter without the money aspect being in it, because there's a level of social currency that comes with, oh, you got Twitter followers.
I thought Clubhouse was interesting. I ain't gonna lie. I just don't think they executed
social
the end game properly.
Yeah, the end game was just
like the invite system was cool as fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
But then I think that those people look to the monetization and not trying to keep up the social currency, because apparently they started quote unquote paying people to be on Clubhouse or whatever the case may be. Same thing with Spotify. The social currency on social media apps, I know that sounds like, but I think that that's more important than anything. And that's another. Kick just wasn't cool to me. Kick wasn't cool.
Yeah,
like regardless of the
very
TOS.
audience.
Yeah, regardless of I don't even really. You know what's crazy, Sage? I don't even know if they thought it was cool. They thought the shock value was so high, and that's why they might have continued to come back.
Yeah, that cool factor is important. I think that's honestly why like a lot of these streamers are coming back to Twitch, is because like a lot of these streamers had deals with Twitch and then got another deal elsewhere, but when they see all the big dogs are on Twitch, all right, man. Fuck trying to be the big fish in the small pond, man. Let me be the big fish in the big pond.
And could probably make more money on different streaming platforms. Like,
yeah.
I don't care what nobody says. It's so strange to me that these people, there's some streamers that are just like, yo, YouTube streaming is not for me. And for all its flaws, I think YouTube streaming actually has a decently good structure to boost your creator ecosystem.
Yeah.
But it's not cool over here to stream.
Nope.
I think like literally if everyone just decided, all right, man, we go on to YouTube, there would be no difference. Like they have a lot of the same feature set, but it's the cool factor being on Twitch, bro. I swear, it's a part of it.
I told you guys that on and off air that it's almost like a culture. It's like literally the amount of people that will gift before super chatting, straight up. We need to talk about that.
So do we foresee any comp for really any of the major streaming platforms, or really any of the major platforms in the future?
Streaming, yeah. I'm telling you, and this is what I was going to kind of cook up, but I wasn't answering the question directly. But essentially, Kick fumbled, and I think someone will try to pick up where they fumbled. Not immediately, because right now, you can't have some for all the dunking we're doing on Kick. Kick did have momentum at one point in time. Kick was looking like the competitor. In fact, you could probably argue it was even, and outside of YouTube, obviously. And at that point, it's like, okay, well. All right, so when that competitor falls, it's kind of like what if NBA Live made a really good game and then the next one was dog shit. So when it falls, NBA action can't spawn be what NBA Live was. No, they're gonna take their time. But essentially, if you have someone that doesn't market themselves as a gang, we're gonna be this raunchy, over the top. You can say the hard R, show ass and titties ass streaming platform, but they have similar mechanics. However, they also have different overlays, different HUDs, different features, maybe better emotes, whatever the case may be. I definitely think some company out there is already planted those seeds. They're on the way to executing that, because I think Kick actually was on the right path. They just horribly chose the wrong image that they wanted to die
on. Nah. Before Domo goes, I'm gonna just... No, because I think even with Kick, even if they went down the path that they were supposed to go and all these different things, I think Twitch has been in the game for so long. Like all these different problems that you think they had, they probably already thought it through. And the solution that they came up with is a solution they came up with for a reason. And I think that's what Kick was finding out at the end of their run, is that like, yo, Twitch operates the way that it does for a fucking reason. It's not because they want to be the evil dudes on the block. It's not because they want to be, against the creator. Like there's actual business reasons as to why they do this. So I think like in this last month, you saw Kick do shit that, people would say like that's some Twitch shit to do. Like all the frequent bannings that they had this year, that's not something that should happen on Kick, because this is the platform without a TOS. You know what I'm saying? They've tried to implement ads this year as well. And all the features that their fan base is looking for is just Twitch features. So I think unless something business wise happens to Twitch where like Amazon can't front it anymore, I don't think anyone's competing with Twitch.
Well,
Yo, B Souls, I'm thinking about going into the streaming game. I'm trying to be like Casanet.
Why?
I need to make some money, man. I need to make some big bread.
Well, if you want to make a lot of bread, you can go ahead and use the sponsor of this video, Prize Picks, our personal favorite way to play daily fantasy sports. Quick withdrawals, easy gameplay, and an enormous selection of players and sports to play with. Prize Picks definitely has you covered. They also offer weekly promotions that can lead to really big payouts, such as Taco Tuesday.
But B Souls, I don't know how.
It's pretty easy easy to make lineups on PrizePicks. They have a bunch of different sports you can choose from. And then within those sports, they have a bunch of different categories. You can go to points, rebounds, assists. And if you really know what you're doing, all you got to do is click more or less on your favorite player, and you can win a bunch of money on PrizePicks. All you got to do is select more, select less. Just make sure they're not on the same team. Put in the amount you're comfortable with and press submit lineup to submit a lineup. Go to prizepicks.com and use code LKIB to receive a guaranteed $50 once you play $5 in lineups. Thanks to PrizePicks for sponsoring this video. Once again, links to everything will be in the description, and back to the video.
I guess my pushback for that would be Twitch ain't perfect. I think anybody who streams regularly on Twitch would loudly echo that. So there's certain things that can be capitalized on. Hell, even if it is pay, there's many things that can be capitalized on for Twitch rather than whatever the competitor is. Now, being numero uno, taking the top spot is going to be hard. However, I think it's the way you go about it. Kick went about it as, a gang, we're the anti-Twitch. They didn't even do it as we're a competitor to Twitch. They went as, oh, Twitch does this, we do that. Like the Kick was that guy that everyone's walking right and they're picking up a glass of lemonade. And here's this jackass going left, sprinting with ginger ale or some shit. It's just like, all right, you are just making yourself as different as possible. So I think that in itself, I would agree with you. Yeah, if you're trying to just be the anti-Twitch, Twitch does what they do for a reason. Gang, you don't want to be completely not like Twitch. However, there's definitely differences to be had, improvements to be made, because otherwise we'd be sitting here acting like Twitch is the perfect platform. And oh my God, it's not.
I think last point I got on this, I think someone made a point that like live streaming specifically as a business, if that's your business, is like hella expensive. Like, and that like even Twitch itself, it's not profiting. Like it's being funded by Amazon, all these different things. So I think that's another big hurdle to compete with Twitch, is
True.
Literally coming up with a monetization model, not just for the creator, but for you to work. Because it's fucking, they're hosting live streams, and I think Kick even used Amazon's Twitch's backend, which was Amazon AWS. So
that's true.
Yeah, no. They have the exact same backend.
Oh,
You didn't know that? I can send you.
What the fuck?
Right,
no, don't
okay.
send me nobody's back end.
All right, here you go.
No,
Here you go.
That nigga's so
Here you
serious.
go, bro.
you didn't know that? They use their back end? I use their back end.
Computer science major, by the way.
All I'll say is that I think that generationally people usually sit in different or choose different things. I used MySpace, but my generation more so decided that Facebook was it. I'm not old enough to say MySpace.
I use Friendster. Crazy.
Yeah, I hate to make that argument too as Omar continues, but at some point everybody gonna fall, because right now, like back then, everybody thought Facebook would be it, but
Well, hold on,
Twitter now.
Facebook is another missed opportunity.
Facebook is still Facebook. But I think it depends on who you are now. If you're like 40 and up,
young
niggas do be on there too, but not as much as Twitter.
No. This is what I'm saying though. Every generation chooses different social media platforms.
Basically,
right? Generally speaking, Facebook for the old or MySpace for the olders, Black Planet, all that stuff for the olders. Then Facebook, then Instagram, Twitter. Then YouTube, TikTok, whatever, Twitch, whatever. It just goes down the line. What's scary to me for any competition that looks to arise is when the next generation is spawning on the same platform that previous generations have chosen. So I think about like Blackboy Max, who was saying, I grew up watching you, Bruce, on Twitch. That's the next generation of creator coming to the same platform and not saying to themselves, I choose a different platform. Now, TikTok would be that other platform or whatever the case may be. However, I don't like we're seeing in real TikTok creators aren't big like that. But these people that continuously there's a new generation that keep coming back. That's when I think for any new platform, it's a little bit shaky. It would be different if like TikTok or not TikTok, Kick was filled with, I don't know, the Rock Highs of the world, or Ray Kai or whatever the young.
Yeah, I was about to say, I would think the opposite.
If that was the generation, if they were like, yo, this is where we are, You on that old man shit? You on Twitch? You on that old man shit? That's fine. But like technically speaking, Kai and Rage and Phantom or whatever, these people are old on social media, on Twitch. They are. But the next generation is still deciding I'm gonna be on that one. And I can almost guarantee the next generation is gonna come up and say, I still want to be on that same platform. That usually doesn't work. My generation wasn't on whatever y'all were on in high school. And we're only a couple years apart. But
Type shit. Then you got your outliers like YouTube.
Really?
What was you on?
Damo,
I was
we're first of all, me and Damo are both close to
me and
30.
I'm about to say we're the same age.
Damo, you are
Yeah,
I would
pushing
say-
30.
my bad.
Damo, you are
we're
pushing.
close to
Yes.
30. And I will say,
You're close to- you remember
I'm having a serious conversation
you
with you.
remember Rugrats. You remember Rugrats and
Again, and I'm having a serious conversation with you. Facebook, Instagram, and at the time in high school, it was Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. And as we got older, it was just Facebook and Instagram. And if you ain't want to be seen as old, you just stayed Instagram. Right?
But you
And-
stayed on Snap
and
though.
Twitter-
I'm kidding.
You're fine. Here this nigga go, bro. Here this nigga go, bro.
oh
Here
shit.
this nigga
That
go.
one.
Also,
You got that
Twitter,
one.
Twitter was another one. But everybody, like, Twitter was not
Twitter was
Twitter was
older
popular.
than us. Twitter was older than us.
what? I mean, technically, I guess, but I'm just saying Twitter wasn't popular. Like, I had a Twitter, I remember making a Twitter, but Twitter was not popular.
Twitter
when I
was
was in
popular
school.
for older people. Twitter was popular for older people. Ours was, yes, we were definitely Instagram.
And Facebook.
In high school, Facebook.
Oh, in high school, specifically Instagram, Snapchat.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That's
in-
my
in-
generation too.
But I will say this: y'all were the tail end of Instagram and Snapchat.
Oh no, and Vine.
Tail end?
I don't know how popular Vine was in your high school, but Vine, too.
Vine was
Vine.
Vine was the other one.
Is
And-
2013 or 2018 the tail end of Instagram to you?
2018. That for me, I'm like, yeah, that's the tail end. That's not.
What,
really
what was the tail end to you? I'm curious.
There's a moment. Doesn't Rihanna say that Instagram? Oh no, she says Snapchat is cooked. Rihanna canceled Snapchat, gang, and that was like when you might have been like a sophomore in college, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I think it was Snapchat.
2020.
Hold on, let me make sure.
Let's be real. By the pandemic, niggas wasn't on Snap no more. Like, so that makes sense.
It's not dead.
20.
But you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He is getting this off, huh? This is crazy.
Hey man, Tim's still on Snap, man. You good, man?
18.
Nigga, you
2018?
be on Snap. I see you watching my
Yeah,
stories.
I'm
Nigga.
about
I
to
know
say,
you
y'all
get on
about to go
Snap.
back and forth.
Oh, let's defeat this narrative. The only way you know I'm on Snap is because your ass be on Snap, nigga. That's
Oh.
how you know. That's crazy.
Where were you? Where
I'll
were you in
check yours,
18?
man.
Where were you in 18, Bezos?
Senior year of high school.
18. 18 is the end of Snapchat.
That's fair. That's fair.
And then for the next people that come up, they are transitioning into the Musically Triller, well, really
Musical.ly,
like
yeah.
TikTok and all that stuff like that.
Niggas bringing up Kick. Y'all don't know about Kick, man.
I
Stop.
don't know nothing about Kick, man.
Niggas bringing up Yik Yak. I ain't want to say nothing. But we just saying.
Yik Yak.
I know
Uvu.
Vision Man is the same age as me. Yeah, I know y'all don't remember about Uvu. You said Uvu, Bezos?
I know about Ubu.
I don't know about Uvu, man.
Man, start talking.
Y'all
to
aren't
me
that
about-
far off. Come on,
Nah,
man.
nah. Start talking to me when we talking about Me's and IMVU. That's where
Yeah.
where it really was at.
Okay,
Yeah, and what I'm also saying,
Whoa.
what I'm also saying isn't like, I'm not saying generations as in like multiple years or whatever. Because again, the internet moves so fast. Kai is not old, he's young. But in internet lingo, he been
Yeah, there's a lot of you.
There's
niggas
a
that
gap
do
between
that
Rakai and
bullshit.
Kai. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all do that shit with Bezos every now and then. Y'all come up here and be like, "Yo, Bezos, I've been watching you since da 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 da," and then Bezos is like one of the younger people on the stage. So
hell. How old is Bruce? Bruce is 24.
25, 24.
24, and Max was talking about how old he is. Like, I watched you growing up. And Max is 21.
They also talk about DDG like he's fucking 40. I ain't going.
yeah, DDG even 30. How old is DDG?
I think DDG's like
DDG's
27.
Yeah, DDG's like my age though. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
that's
lie,
he's
DDG
around my age.
old.
DDG's around my age.
here.
Yeah, DDG's 20. He's a little bit older.
That should have fucked me up. Niggas hit the gang, and I'm saying like I'm talking niggas with full beards. Yeah, gang. I watched you growing up. God damn.
Word?
But yeah, from my perspective, Max shouldn't be saying that to
Bruce. That's crazy.
and choosing the same platform as Bruce. And even
Wait, how old is Max?
21.
I ain't gonna lie, saying that to Bruce is crazy.
I grew
But
up.
is that a
watching-
problem when YouTubers say
He's
it?
21 and Bruce is 25.
I don't know if
4
I agree with
years,
that.
nigga.
Yeah.
It's not. Well, when I say problem, I don't mean a problem in the sense that these people are old or whatever. I'm just talking about in the scope of
No, I know
how
what you're
social media is moving and all that stuff like that. And maybe if you don't think 2 years is a big enough gap, that's fine. Rakai being on Twitch, and now there's like a clear. How old is he? He's in high school still.
16, 15.
I'm gonna say, yo, Rakai's 16.
So it's damn near, not damn near. My bad. I was finna put 10 years on Kai. But because there's a 10-year gap between me and him. But from what, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, we'll say like 7 years.
Yeah, 7, 8
A
years.
7-year gap, and these same people are choosing the same social media platforms. You think from a 7-year gap from when you were like a freshman in high school versus the senior 7-year up from you were on the same social media? Hell, even down.
I hate to be that guy, but you
7 year.
I think we
7
also
years
just grew up in
Instagram,
a.
the Instagram,
Say,
What-
when did you graduate high school?
high school, 2017.
2017. You think
Yeah.
you and the people that graduated in 2010 were on the same social media platforms?
Well, that's because 2010 was just entirely the fuck different in terms of having social media platforms to begin with. But do I think that people
Why? Whoa, why?
because YouTube now ain't nothing how it was back.
YouTube isn't a social media platform.
Well, I mean, like what was 2010 shit like MySpace and
Nigga, him and Feet's on the
Facebook.
same platform. What you mean?
were you how?
But like what I'm saying is like 2017 niggas and 2024 people in 2024 right now, they're on the same apps. Outside of Snapchat, because Snapchat was like still around, I guess.
I think 2010s is also an era where just like technologically shit was advancing so fast, so quick. Like it's not even just a social media thing. Like you think about how 2K got better year after year after year after year. It was kind of crazy. But I think we are reaching this level of like tech is just plateauing, and I think like social media is one of them too.
Chat's stupid as shit.
Somebody
You know,
said.
Batwall comment saying,
Somebody said
That's
that they.
stupid as
Somebody
shit.
said that they were, and I can almost guarantee you, the people graduating in 2010. Because I'm looking at it, Twitter is just like transitioning into this new era. No, the people in 2010, Sage was on Twitter. Sage was on Snap. That's not the same. In 2010, they were on Facebook heavy. And that's it.
Yeah, I'm about to
Facebook
say
heavy.
Tony. Yeah, maybe is someone in the Chatatrons tried to type out. Maybe that conversation is weird because social media, yes, existed, but I mean, we don't even need to sit there and lie. Like in the early 2010s compared to the early 2020s, that social media was as relevant or prevalent or abundant, whatever big word, as it is now. So maybe that's the issue too.
nigga said y'all was really on Facebook. Not too much, nigga. Not too much.
Facebook was a good social media
Facebook
platform.
was the shit.
I was one of them kids that was just running around doing dickhead shit. So I don't know.
Nigga,
I do think
crashing
our
Hot Wheels.
generation.
Oh,
Oh,
go
my
ahead.
bad, my bad.
No,
I was about to say I do think our generation left Facebook too early. I ain't gonna lie.
maybe.
I tweeted that out like a couple weeks ago. I think there was a lot of money left on the table because our generation left Facebook when there's still a big ass audience that stayed on Facebook. If we just stayed there, bro, hey, they be handing out bags there today.
Shit, I was just trying to laugh. Twitter was funny.
We talking about what a social currency is.
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm about to
talking
say
about money.
Twitter follower
Streaming
over
bag.
like on Facebook. Yeah, you over here trying to get the motherfucking money.
Yeah, we talking about what a social currency is.
But now I do find it funny seeing all the people I went to high school with all trying to be Facebook creators now. Like all of them got the little pages they trying to get monetized. I think that's just hilarious now.
I don't blame them. They're getting a lot of money.
I blame them. We used to do that shit back in the day. Y'all called it lame. That's crazy. We was doing skits on Facebook.
Who is we?
Huh?
We is
I used to-
crazy.
No, I used to post. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, what you used to do?
I used to do skits and shit like when I was niggas ain't gonna find them.
What type of skits? Like Trey Ranks type
Anything.
shit?
Skits, nigga. Me, my friend Dre, my friend KG used to do skits.
Y'all could have been like RDC for real.
Low key. We was. She was lit for us. Now there was niggas called it lame. Now look,
TDR type shit.
nigga trying to get they fucking what's that one nigga? Fuck man, I'm mad too. That nigga. Oh, so many niggas trying to get that shit off now. I'm like but when we did it, okay. That's why you got 3 likes, pussy. I'm sorry. I'm hating. There go me hating again.